Amazing. This is called a knee glute. So try to keep that. I know you feel it a little bit in the lower back. Try your best to keep your left knee bent. So all the way up and then all the way bent, even if you don't go that far back. There you go. It's very normal to feel this as a cramp in the hamstring or an ache in the lower back. And let's pause. We're just going to pause and just do a couple little tweaks. How we're going to tweak this is still holding everything the same way. Now let's just come to lift our knee high. We're going to pause here. Let's make sure that our right knee has a slight bend in it. Then really focusing on this knee staying bent as we kick back. Notice if your right knee straightens. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome stuff. Just curious to pause right here. We'll do a little hip wiggle. Who felt that as a little ache in your lower back? Raise your. Okay. Who felt that as a cramp in the hamstring? Anyone? Okay. Beautiful. So we got no hamstring cramps. That's an awesome situation. Did you feel it in the knee, or was it more that it took a lot of work to keep the knee bent? Okay. Switching to the right side, holding with our right side, lifting the right knee, keeping the right knee bent as you kick back. And this has a lot of variables, so no one's looking for perfection. We're just looking for progress and to put real effort towards this. And notice how it feels different. And I'll turn to the side here, and we'll do 3 more before we pause. Awesome, Joanne. Awesome, Michelle. I love how you guys are doing it. Let's pause just for a moment. I love how you guys are doing it switched up. You're addressing your hips more aggressively. Beautiful. Kim, you're doing great as well. Let's keep that left knee bent just a little bit as we lift the right knee high. Same side, yeah. No, you can hold on with yeah, you're good. We're going to do 4 more. Yeah, just slowing it down and make sure that your left knee stays bent. Last 2. Awesome. And just wiggle it out. Let's actually do one little or a few hula hoops using the corrective cane. See if you can take it a little bit further. So feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, and hula hoop it. Maybe you can challenge yourself a little bit more. Joanne, that is some serious moves. Kim, you are exploring like a master, like a yogi. Woo! I like how you're using both hands. This is all about experimenting. We want to experiment with our body. So we have someone in studio. Joanne, woo! That's some. So he's doing this. He's using both of his hands like this, and he says he's stirring the soup.
I didn't know we were going to be doing pole dancing tonight.
I know. Good thing you can't see what's going on over here. But let's switch hands just to make sure the end directions of our hula hoop, just so we keep ourselves even. Maybe you're feeling more already from the first time we did it. Amazing stuff. And we're going to do about a few more seconds here to even things up. Yeah, I definitely feel it in more areas than the first time. Awesome. And now we're just going to do hamstring stretch on the chair. One more exercise before we grab a seat. So everyone else can keep your chair where you are, or you can move it forward if you want, Matt. We're doing this hamstring stretch. Yep. So I just always love doing it diagonal so you get what's happening. But I think everyone's used to this, especially everyone here today. Even if you've only done it once or twice. Twice, Stephen, or once? Okay. Yeah, so you still know what's up. This is a good one. But we're going to keep our left foot planted on the ground. Lift our right foot up. Cross it over so we're about pinky side of the foot to pinky side of the foot. So more like this, Stephen. Yeah, just foot planted on the ground. Yeah, so the goal is to keep both feet planted on the ground. It's not necessarily going to always happen. You might lift up the deeper you go into it. Bend your knees. Stick your butt out far. So the butt out all the way. Lean forward and lift your chest up. So the goal, so you might want to actually put your chair a little further away from you. Yeah. Feel it? And Matt, keep your chest up. So I think for you, you're kind of bending with your lower back too much. Don't go as far down. So come a little bit higher up. Bend your knees a little bit more. Stick your butt out even more. You feeling it more? Yeah. So as long as it's not pain. Now we want to focus on the third P, which is prana. Let's all take a deep breath in and listen to your body. Maybe bend your knees a little bit more and go deeper. Maybe stick your butt out a little bit more. And lift your chest up. So I urge you to look, like if you're wherever your hands are, look above your hands. You're feeling it in the back, I'm sure, right? How's your knee doing, Matt? Okay. Doing awesome, y'all. Yes, that's from a New York-born Floridian, y'all. Deep breath in. I welcome you to go deeper if your body says yes. So hips back, chest up. Notice if you want to bend your knees more. Maybe you want to straighten your knees. Everyone's body's a little bit different, but I do encourage to have a bend in your knees. One last deep breath in. And if your body's saying yes, keep your chest up while you go deeper. It's hard. And let's smile. 4. You force that smile, I promise. 3, 2, and slowly come up. Awesome. No one ever said no to a hip wiggle, so I welcome it. Where do you feel it the most, if you could point to one spot? Good. That's where you should feel it. We're going to work on the other side now. You can keep your chair in the same spot. So now, keeping the right foot down, lifting the left foot over the right, crossing it over. So both of our feet are on the ground and the pinky side of the foot is touching. So more like this. Yeah. Even if you have to come up a little bit later on, it'll be okay. Bend your knees, stick your butt out, lift your chest up while you lean forward. And notice how it feels different. Maybe you feel one side more in the calf, whereas the other more in the hamstring. But this is a hamstring stretch. So that's really where we should feel it. Notice if you were breathing, or if you only started breathing when I asked you if you're breathing. Deep breath in. Try to keep your chest up as you stick your butt out even further. Beautiful. Maybe you feel one side more in the lower back than you felt the other. Another deep breath in. And maybe hips deeper. Maybe you bend the knees a little bit more and make sure to lift your chest up. Awesome. Whew. We're going to do one last big deep breath in. And if your body says yes, then go a little deeper with the hips. Chest up a little more. And we'll smile. 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1. I counted a little faster that time, so I had to add the half in there. Awesome stuff. And whatever your body's feeling, whatever we've done so far, whether it's the Tai Chi twist, whether it's the hula hoop, the hip wiggle, I was just feeling the Tai Chi twist. And I definitely was feeling that one for some reason here. I guess my right hip is locked. So I'm glad we're focusing on the hip. You felt that there, Kim? Yeah, we're all funked up. Yes, funked up. Beautiful stuff. Now let's grab a seat. And just to get, before we even move on to the hips fully, we're just going to do a little upper body stuff here. Then we're going to stand up for one exercise. And then we're going to sit back down. So let's go into our seated posture police cat-cows. Come away from the back of the chair. We're going to go into cactus position, or don't write me a posture citation position. And a goal of this, well, we're going to do the first round all together. Drop the chin to the chest, round the back, elbows to touch, pinkies to touch. Now from here, I urge you to try to keep your elbows in front of the hands. So or the hands behind the elbows. It's tough as we do this. And just breathe. I don't care how you breathe, nose, mouth, ears, just breathe. I know we can't actually breathe through the ears. So like this, like our hands behind our elbows. Awesome. It challenges our rotator cuff muscles, not a little bit, a lot. Beautiful stuff. Try to keep your elbows a little bit bent the whole time. Yeah, it'll challenge your shoulders a bit more. We're going to do 3 more sequences here. Feel the difference? Yeah, this is not really meant to be that easy. Awesome. And just to loosen out the shoulders a little bit, let's just sniff it out. You guys all got it, but as a reminder, we want to inhale rapidly as we raise the shoulder blades up, and don't think about exhaling. Let's do 8 more. Beautiful. Let's just play around with our dynamic neck stretch, side to side. And now lift your shoulders up, roll them back and down, and let's squeeze our shoulder blades and our elbows together. Like this. Yeah. We're just going to do a few more of those. Beautiful. Do 2 more on each side. Beautiful. We're going to slowly come to stand. And before we dive into the hips, we're going to grab our corrective cane or chair with our left hand. For everyone at home, based on how far back I'm standing, I think you guys know what we're doing. So keeping the left foot pointed forward, we want to just lift our right foot off the ground just a little bit. Rotate our right foot, feeling it mostly in the hip. We can rotate from the ankle or the hip, but we want to really get the hip rotation. It's not fun, okay? From here, we want to hover off the ground, if we can, half an inch, if possible. If it's not possible, that's fine. But now we're just going to go about 6 inches or a foot out to the side. Try to keep the toes rotated in. It's not easy. You're welcome to use the wall if you want to try it. Try to look down while you're doing it. Try to keep the toes rotated inward. You see how hard that is? Yeah. And let's pause. We're really going to change that up a little bit. Let's focus on that one more time. Same exact thing, rotating inward with that right foot. Maybe for you, why don't you put your hand right here so you feel it staying rotated in. Do everything you can. Yeah, I know you're feeling it. So we're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're going to switch hands, do a little hip wiggle. Great stuff. Right foot pointed inward, or right foot pointed forward, I'm sorry. Holding on with the right hand, rotating the left foot and hip inward. And just a little bit out to the side. Awesome stuff. A couple of you are going a little bit too high. If you think that applies to you, then apply it to you. Less is more. Awesome job, Matt. And let's pause here and just check it. So, and one little tweak. This is an optional thing, but the straighter you stand up with your chest and the more you have your standing knee bent, the more you're going to feel it on the standing hip. It's very normal to feel it on both sides. Let's rotate that left foot inward again. And just out to the side a little bit. And 2, 1. Awesome stuff. We're going to grab a seat now. Long time no seat. No one liked that pun. All right. Huh? It's ruminating and you're realizing that was a decent one. Long time no seat. All right. So because we're diving so deep in our hips with this one, we're doing the full, what I call UPS sequence. We're doing the full ultimate piriformis stretch. We're all going to do the same side together, which is rare. I normally just let you guys pick a side, but let's come forward as basically to the edge of our seat as far as we can go without like feeling like we're going to fall off when we lean forward. Good stuff, Kim. Let's focus on our right leg to begin with. We want to make sure that our left knee is right in front of our hip, and then the knee is right above the ankle. Notice how our hips feeling just from this. Maybe some of you are really tight, some of you are really flexible. You okay? We have a wide range of flexibility in our hips over here today. So let's start out with putting our hands on our thigh, not our knee, not our shin. And if you ever feel like you need or want to flex your foot like this, it is fully welcome. Not everyone wants to do it, but everyone can. And we're going to give it a respectful push down. Amazing. Notice how it feels in the hip. Deep breath in. Lift our chest up. Amazing stuff. Actually, no, it wasn't really amazing. It was just great. From here, we're going to prepare to release the hands, but continue to push the knee and hip down. Well, the knee with your hip and leg muscles. Put our hands up here. And if you haven't done this in a while, we're taking this up a notch. So let's bring our knee to our chest. Yeah. And now let's push all the way down again. Keeping your chest up. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, push all the way down. Notice where you're feeling it. Maybe you feel it in the hip. Maybe you feel it in the lower back. Maybe you just feel it in the leg. You probably don't feel it in the nose. One more time, knee all the way up and all the way down. Good stuff. Now, I think everyone has, notice if you feel like you're going any lower right now, okay? We have two options for this. We can all play around with this one, see if this serves you. Let's put our forearm on our thigh and kind of like leaning on our thigh and our shin, like right around here. And see if leaning forward, if you get a further stretch. Some of you may not get a stretch. Some of you might be too flexible for this. How you guys feeling in studio? Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling something from this. Give me a thumbs down if you're not feeling anything, really. I figured that, actually. That's exactly what I expected. Beautiful stuff. So if you're not feeling anything, we can take this up a notch. Holding the knee down, lifting the chest up, and what we always do, we're going to put our forearms on our shin, keeping our chest up and leaning forward. Try to keep both of your butt cheeks, your hips, your booty on the chair. And if ever you want to break from this and you don't want to lean forward anymore, I welcome you to just put your forearm here. We really want to open the hips today. That's our goal. This hip opening is amazing if you have sciatica. It's amazing if when you sit on the toilet and you're staring at your phone for too long, you get that tingling in your feet or your legs. I know some people get that. I think men get it more than women. And then another thing is, if you're looking to open up your hips while either doing yoga poses like just easy seat or butterfly or figure four or pigeon, this will serve you so tremendously. Notice if you're holding your breath, but I welcome you to breathe in, keep your chest up as you reach down. So almost like you're looking in front of you more than you're looking down. It's okay to look down a little bit, but we got to keep our head up every now and then. Notice how you're feeling. Make a mental note of how you're feeling. Is it soreness? Is it tightness? Is it just that brutal stretch? Where is it? Is it in your butt area, hip area? Is it in your lower back? Is it in your leg? Is it in your groin? Is it somewhere else? One more deep breath in. I welcome you if your body's saying yes to go deeper, or if your body's not saying yes, then hold off and maybe just hang out like a little bit, not as far. Let's smile here, and we're going to hang out here for 25, 15, 5, 0. I know. Anyone who thought I was doing 25 seconds, you should have known I wasn't really. We're going to now lean back into the back of our chair, hug it in, and just to let you guys know, we're only about halfway done with this right side. So we're doing the full sequence. And Michelle, you read my mind, or maybe I just saw you start doing it. But we can do our ankle rolls. And let's hang out here doing these ankle rolls. And I like to grab with my left arm more than even my right and really pull that knee to my chest. This little thing shows me how much my hips have gotten mobile since opening this studio. I don't think my hips were this flexible before. And if you're looking for a cool challenge, really challenge your right knee and bring it to your left shoulder. How's that feel, Joanne? Good? Big deep breath in. And before we move on to the next dimension, we're just going to smile. 3, 2, 1. And let's go right back to keeping our knee down. If you want to take a break, you're welcome. We could do a little break. Some of you guys looked like you needed a break, so we could take a little breather. And then when you're ready, we can come back to it. Same side. Yeah, we're doing same side. But what we're doing differently is we're going to give it a nudge. Notice if it feels different. This is before we move deeper into it. I want to see the test. I want to notice how you feel. Maybe it changed a little how you're feeling. How are you feeling? I want you to listen to your body, not me. So now let's hold it down again. And I'm going to turn to the side so you get what's happening. So holding it down, lifting our chest up. We're going to put our hands out in front of us just like this, thumbs pointed up. We're going to reach forward and up, keeping our chest up. Awesome. Deep breath in. This is a tough one, especially for our spine. We're basically using our shoulders to basically force ourselves to stretch our hips. And let's play around. Let's go an inch further forward, an inch further up. And now we might be at our limit, but deep breath in and let's go both forward and up. Notice where it's more challenging. Maybe you feel it in the middle of your back. Maybe you feel it in the lower back. This is the goal. This kind of angle that I have in me is our goal. Forward and up, almost like 50-50. Matt, go a little bit more forward. You got it? Look towards where your middle finger is pointing. Your neck's bothering you a little bit? Yeah. This is what it, yeah. We'll loosen that up, I promise. Deep breath in. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome. And let's do it again where we hug our knee into our chest. Yeah, we basically put a giant tug of war where it's like our spine and shoulders against our hips and lower back. It's like Marvel versus DC. I don't know if anyone got that reference. But deep breath in. Notice if you're feeling anything different. You're welcome to do ankle rolls. It's kind of like hip wiggles. They're always welcome. Even if I never mention the ankle rolls, I don't always think about them. So even if I don't bring it up, you're always welcome to do it. The same thing with flexing the foot. Those are options for this, and the flexing of the foot protects your knee a bit. So 3, 2, 1. And let's just stand up for 1 second. We'll just do a little hip wiggle. Notice how different it feels from one side to the other. Maybe that left side feels tighter now. Don't fall over. And when you are ready, we're going to grab a seat. I like that. That was a good little wiggle. That was perfect. Now we're working on the left side. Right away, which side is tighter? Give me a high, raise your hand if your right side is tighter or was tighter. Raise your hand if your left side is or was tighter. Okay. We're divided evenly with odd amount of people. Good stuff. So from here, we're going to repeat. Make sure that your right knee is right in front of your hip. Let's make sure you're coming away from the back of the seat. That's the one important thing. Knee is in front of the hip. Knee is over the ankle. The flexing of the foot is optional. And if you feel anything in the knee, I recommend it. And putting our hands on our thigh, respectfully push down. Deep breath in. Lift your chest up. Notice how this side feels different. This is all what the second P is, perception. We want to gain a next level awareness of our body. Because everything you learn in this class, you can apply it so that you enjoy sitting while doing work more or sitting while driving or doing anything. We're going to keep pushing down with our leg and our hip as we put our hands up into don't write me a posture citation position. Inhale, lift your knee to chest. This one's tough. Then push down. Chest up. Knee high. If you want to give it a nudge, you're always welcome to do that. If you want to feel that extra stretch, and then push down. But when you push down this time, we really want to push down on our own. Knee high. Awesome stuff. Let's just begin dropping our left forearm to our knee, leaning forward, keeping both of our hips on the chair. If you're ready for it, lift your chest up. Let your arms and forearms drop and lean forward. So you really do want to keep your chest up. Beautiful stuff. Notice if you're breathing or holding your breath. Even here, if you want to flex your foot, you're welcome to do this. Deep breath in. I encourage you, if your body says yes, to go a notch deeper. Another big deep breath in. If your body says yes, go deeper. If your body doesn't say yes, then don't go deeper. Awesome stuff. One more deep breath in. And let's smile. And if your body says yes, then just say, woo! 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up, lean into the back of the chair, grab and pull your knee to your chest. Especially with your right arm, pulling your left knee in with your right arm. I'm like giving my knee a chokehold. And I forgot to recommend it, but let's do the ankle rolls so we stay even. And just make sure to do both sides. Awesome stuff. Challenge it. Bring your left knee to the right shoulder. And we're going to release it back down. Actually, you're welcome to do the little stomp out just to change things up. And let's just take it to the next dimension. Awesome. And right back to it. If you want to give yourself a push, I'm never going to say no to that. Just listen to your body. Not your body, your body. From here, lifting our chest up, putting our hands out in front of us, thumbs pointed up. Lift your chest up. And actually, make sure you come a little bit away from the back of your chair. Reaching forward and up. Lifting your chest up with it. And look at yourself. Just evaluate your body. Do you feel like you're reaching more forward or more up? We want to go equally. It's really forward and up. Awesome. And I want you to look in between where your middle fingers are pointing. If you can, drop your shoulders a little while we're doing this. I know this does strain our shoulders. The next thing we're doing is going to loosen up these shoulders or those shoulders, whichever shoulders it is. Deep breath in. And if your body's saying yes, let's go a notch further. Maybe a little higher up, 1 inch. Maybe a little more forward, 1 inch. Maybe neither. Deep breath in. And enjoy this. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go knee to chest one more time. I know sometimes we'll... Yeah, we can do those ankle rolls. Amazing stuff. Slowly come to stand. And let's just kind of walk around a little bit. Just notice how our hips are feeling. Just try to notice it. Awesome. Maybe your hips feel more balanced. Maybe you realize that there really is a spot that always gets exposed every time you do this stuff. And let's do a little Tai Chi twist. Awesome. And now let's turn this Tai Chi twist into a hula hoop. So making sure your feet are shoulder width apart and feel the difference from the early hula hoops to this hula hoop. And keep in mind that one most common place that's like, I'm here, listen to me, is likely going to still be there. It took years of living these same patterns to create it. But you will notice and gain a different kind of awareness from one class. You're not going to heal it in one class. I welcome you to keep your knees bent a little more and go the other direction to make sure we stay balanced. If you switched off already, that's great. Phenomenal. Lovely. Awesome stuff. So we're going to move into working our shoulders. You hit the nail on the head. We're going to do some monkey flies. Feet, huh? They've been coming. No, they've been later than this. They've been coming later and later. The more, like since Zoom, they've been coming later. It's deliberate. So opening up our feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, butt back, chest up. So let's get our spine involved because we definitely worked our spine more than usual today with that second part of the UPS. Maybe I'll start calling it FedEx. Awesome. So as a reminder, we want to keep our back of our hands touching, elbows minimally bent. As we keep our hands level with our shoulders, we're opening up, externally rotating. I welcome you. Let's do about 4 more and look at each hand and see if you're staying level. Everyone's pretty close to level. And it's a little harder to see through Zoom because I know our cameras all have a different height. But beautiful stuff. Let's do a little bit of sniffs. Let's do 4 more. Let's do a hip wiggle. Notice how these hips are feeling. Yep, our hips don't lie. Now that we're doing them hip wiggles, we're going to do one thing to reinforce this opening of the hips. So you're more than welcome to have a chair behind you to support you, but we're going to do a set of squats. I call these posture squats. So we want to keep our hands framing our face about a foot in front of our face. And we do want to be shoulder width apart with our feet. Step forward a little so you don't actually sit so deeply into your chair. But do you want to have your chair to support you? No. Okay, cool. Perfect then. Awesome. So hands here. Bring your elbows in a little bit. So it's going to strain your shoulders a touch. It's deliberate. I welcome you to look down and make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart, not hip width apart. Now, from here, I welcome you to lift your toes up. Lifting your toes up keeps your weight back. And what that does is it allows us to stick our butt back even further and then squeeze our butt on the way up. So we really want to get our hips back and then bend our knees secondarily. Squeeze your butt on the way up. Yeah, Matt in studio is asking, is it normal to have your whole feet off the ground? So for me, I sometimes shift my hips back so much that most of the front of my foot comes off the ground. So that happens with me, but I feel really stable. So just keep that in mind. That's possible. Squeeze your butt all the way when you come up. All right, let's do 5 more here and squeeze our butt 20,000 times harder. Try to keep your butt back even more. First, there you go. Awesome stuff. Kim, you're looking amazing. Those are some great posture squats. Woo! And if no one's around you, or even if someone is around you, I welcome you to do the woo. In studio, you can do the woo if you want. Woo! All right. They did it kind of low. Maybe you heard them. But let's turn it into a Tai Chi twist. Maybe you feel some little Rice Krispie snap crackle pops in the shoulder, in the back, in the ankle, in the hip. We might feel it anywhere. Beautiful stuff. And we'll do this for 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go into our swimmers. Opening up, feet shoulder width apart as usual. Almost everything's feet shoulder width apart. Knees bent, butt back a little bit just so we anchor down, anchoring our lower body down, reaching our middle finger all the way to the ceiling. So we really want to get a good stretch in the shoulder blade, the side of the body. Awesome. You could say some awe also. I believe in freedom of speech. Some awe. Let's do 3 more on each side, reaching a little further. Try to challenge it as high up as you can. And let's backstroke it up. The thing about the backstroke is we want to keep our chest pointed forward, our sternum pointed forward. So this gets a little bit more of the shoulder blade, get some fun stuff taking place. And let's do 2 more on each side. Awesome stuff. I think I only did 1 on each side. So I guess I got Tai Chi twist is the best way to follow that. Oh. Phenomenal. All right. Let's turn into some sniffs now. See how our shoulders are feeling. I welcome you, again, shoulder width apart, knees bent. I really like to make it. I love your arms. I was going to say, I like our arms to look like spaghetti. Your arms look like spaghetti. It's beautiful. It's like perfect Joanne, perfect Kim, perfect Michelle. That's going to be a new exercise, spaghetti arms. All right. And from here, let's just do a couple little neck stretches. We're going to drop our chin to our chest. If you ever feel dizzy at all, I welcome you to sit down while doing this. But we're going to drop our chin to our chest, keeping our chin close to our chest, or our chin towards our body. We're going to twist to the left, then back to center. Twist to the right. So our goal is to stretch our chin towards our shoulder, then back to our chest. Notice if you're feeling any strain on one area of the body. You're good, like I'm saying, like one side of your neck. I feel it a little bit more on the right side of my neck, and that tends to be the side that my neck does get tight. Let's do 2 more on each side. Awesome stuff. And let's just do a few side to side. I welcome you to reach your fingertips towards the ground while we do this. Create a little bit more of an enhanced dynamic stretch. And doing 2 more on each side. And let's now turn in. Once you're done with that last one, we're just going to do some head level rotations. Just a few. Sometimes staring at a computer or a monitor that's a little tilted could create some problems with our neck rotation. If we drive a car and we drive in one direction, or we make a lot of turns in one way, we can develop our neck turning more one way than the other. And let's just do our last Tai Chi twist now. I welcome you on this last one to bend your knees a little bit more while you do it. Maybe you'll get a little bit more rotation. We want that movement to give us an incredible. Joanne, you're like, I can't believe you're bending so much. That's like seriously, that's impressive. Awesome. Now, let's just end the main class with our hula hoops, noticing how it feels from the beginning. You might still have that one of the same sticking points, but I like to say that our tightness and our aches transitions into soreness. You feeling that anywhere? Yeah, I've been driving a lot the last couple weeks, so I'm feeling it in my right hip a lot more. Driving, we tend to feel the imbalances on our right side more often, but at the same time, if you're leaning to your left or you're leaning to the right, it could change that. Let's go in the other direction now. Feel the difference. Fa, na, ma, no. From here, make sure you feel even, or do whatever your body's saying right now. Maybe you want to do some, I'm going to stand exactly still so you can decide. Do you want to do a last Tai Chi twist? Do you want to do some knee highs? Do you want to do some sniffs? I like what you're doing, Kim, but I'm just standing still so you can do whatever you want without influence of me. So I'm not letting myself influence. That's amazing. Joanne, amazing. Michelle, amazing. Kim, amazing. Beautiful stuff. Come to close in 3, 2, 1. Opening up our feet shoulder width apart. Knees bent, butt back, chest up. Feeling that subtle little ache in the lower back. Yeah. Keep the knees bent, squeeze the butt forward, suck the belly button in, squeeze your butt some more. That's how you do it. And release. 2 more just like that. Well, 1 more just like that, and then 1 more a little different. Knees bent, butt back, chest up. Powerfully squeeze the butt forward, suck the belly button in, squeeze the butt. Maybe you're feeling some stuff in the lower back. That's normal. And last one here, butt back, chest up, knees bent. Squeeze the butt forward, suck the belly button in, squeeze the butt, and let's walk around while holding this. And legit, like I do this while walking Kobe, like probably twice a week. Like I do. Kobe will pull me, and I use my glutes and my knees bent to kind of like hold him. It's really hard because he's a 48-pound dog, so he's got some good pull. You miss Kobe?
I do. I'm sure he misses me more.
Yeah. No, we don't. He'll scratch up the floor. We can't bring him. But do you have Facebook?
I do. I barely use it though.
Okay, we have a Facebook group of the studio. There's a lot of little videos with Kobe in there. You're welcome to. He's awesome. Don't call him a menace. He's the best dog ever. How are you feeling, Joanne?
Wonderful. I like the seated, like the chair pose in yoga. That was.
Yeah.
Stretch.
The thing about that one is it's like we put ourselves into a tug of war. So we use our shoulders and our spine and the movement of them to stretch our hips and lower back. It's kind of like, I love putting ourselves into little tug of war positions. I'm a fan of that. So it's awesome.
Thank
But I'm
you.
glad you enjoyed it. You did great. And I'm amazed how bendy and like you were doing the Tai Chi twist. As a reminder, we have virtual kids yoga this Sunday at 3 p.m. My sister who lives in New Jersey is my nephew is going to be taking the class. So I'm so excited. Then also on Friday, I guess this is out of order. On Friday, we have our yoga teacher trainers. I believe Tony Ann is going to be doing the first one this Friday at 6:30. That will be virtual. So that replaced the sunset yoga hike. So they really have been working really hard, and we're really proud of how much they've come along. So I hope you can make it. And Mindful Monday's in almost 2 weeks, so I'm not even talking about that. So yeah. And then how are you doing, Kim?
I'm doing okay. The grimace factor on that backstroke was a 10 for my left shoulder. It was really, really painful in the front of my left shoulder in that backstroke, but that's a common thing for me.
So maybe I encourage you to really experiment. Experiment on it.
Okay,
Keep experimenting.
will do.
And is it pain or is it like something else? It's definitely pain.
Oh no, it's pain. It's like somebody stabbed me with an ice pick right there.
Oh no.
When I go.
Well, that's not fun.
No, it's not fun, and it's hard. It's difficult right now because I'm doing so much computer work, and that aggravates the whole neck shoulder thingy, you know. So.
Oh man, well that's not fun.
That's why I signed up for tonight's class, so because I know this is the counterbalance to what I do all day.
Yes. So yeah, well I'm glad you came. Unfortunately, the class didn't focus as much on shoulder as we could have, but Saturday will focus more on shoulder, so if you're able to make it, it will. And how are you doing, Michelle?
I'm doing well. Something's up over here in my neck, this shoulder. Usually it's my left shoulder, but something's going on with my right shoulder. I don't know, it's probably gonna be on the computer all day like this.
Probably. Would you like me to text you and maybe we'll finally schedule a massage? That'll serve you?
Text me. I don't know. I'm a little COVID landlocked, but eventually I will.
Well, if you want, I sanitize everything. I can bring it to you.
Oh yeah? Okay. All right.
I can take pictures of when I'm sanitizing everything if you'd like.
Maybe I'll have to take you up on that. Text me.
For sure. I'll text you. Have a great night. And is anyone staying for Derek's class, the yin?
I'm not sure yet.
I know it's tough. It's tough to do both.
Yeah, well, I got parent assignments for my kid.
Oh man, yeah, I'm feeling that stress that you're experiencing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's cray.
It sounds like it is cray. Well, that easily could be your physical manifestation of stress.
It's like all in here. Yeah, I'm sure I'm like this.
That's what we do. But you're awesome. Have a great night. I'll see you soon.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye. See you later, Joanne.
Thank you, Matt.